Okay, so let me know if you can hear me. I got a new microphone recently, and so I want to make sure that you can. Okay, so perfect. It looks like you can. So I'm also going live on Instagram. So if you see me looking all around the place, it's because I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Instagram, I'm looking at two different cameras, and I want to welcome you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. Um, so today I want to speak to you about one of the keys to manifesting that I have found, and I constantly also remind myself of. And one of the keys to manifesting that I don't actually hear too many people talk about is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Forgiveness for self, forgiveness for other, and maybe even forgiveness for your world, right? Your world. The environment that you grew up in, right? The environment that you grew up in, and really anything, because at the end of the day, what we're really talking about is a forgiveness of self, right? What we're really talking about is this beautiful forgiveness for self. Because when you are able to forgive other, you're also able to forgive yourself. When you're able to forgive yourself, you're able to forgive the other. And the reason why forgiveness is so important is because when we look at creation, when we look at manifestation, we are looking at really alchemizing what is into whatever it is that you desire. And not being able to forgive is basically saying that you are still resonating with the old, right? With the old thing that you experienced. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with not forgiving. You certainly don't have to forgive. I am not the person that's sitting here like, oh my God, if you can't forgive, you can't have the things that you want. In fact, as a hypnotherapist, as a master hypnotherapist, we know that forgiveness is not necessary. So I want to be really clear about this. We are not doing forgiveness as some kind of manipulation, right? Because if you're doing forgiveness to get something, oh, look, if I don't do this thing called forgiveness, then I'm not going to have the thing that I desire to have. If I don't do this thing called forgiveness, then I can't have a relationship, right? If I don't know how to forgive, then I'm not going to, basically, I'm not going to have the thing that I desire. So we don't want to do forgiveness as this kind of thing to get, because it's not necessary. You get to have what you desire, whether or not you forgive. Okay. So let's just put that to bed right now. You get to have what you desire, whether or not you choose to forgive the person, the environment, the thing, yourself. Whether or not you choose to forgive yourself, you get to have the thing. And also, what you'll find is that when people struggle to forgive, what that represents is this dominant internal state of really not enough, right? So I didn't have maybe enough support growing up. I don't forgive that. Like, I don't forgive the fact that I didn't have the kind of love that I desired growing up, right? I don't forgive the fact that this person didn't speak to me in a more loving, caring way. I don't forgive the fact that my boss didn't give me a raise. But what you're really saying is, my boss didn't give me enough money, right? My boss didn't give me enough money. I wasn't raised in an environment that was safe enough. This person did not speak to me in a considerate enough, a caring enough, a loving enough way. And all of these things are so understandable and human. And listen, I've been there. One of the reasons that I'm here with you, one of the reasons that I started YouTube in the first place, and Instagram, if you're watching me on Instagram, is because I care so deeply about teaching you the things that I have learned to have such a deeply abundant lifestyle. I'm going to read a couple of the comments and then continue. So, Stray Fit, Lifestyle, hey, good to see you, love. I see forgiving as a way to release the attachment I held on to in the past. Yes, interesting. I just did an EFT session with myself about being supported and nurtured. I, after that, naturally forgave my mother, Kim says. Beautiful, right? And so when you're forgiving them, you're forgiving you, right? When you're forgiving them, you're forgiving you. And it's this idea of hatred and resentment being poison that you yourself then are drinking. I want to be really clear. It is not morally better to forgive people. It isn't right to forgive people, okay? We do this for our own inner experience that has nothing to do with them. That has nothing to do with them. And also, when you are able to see other people as a natural sort of consequence in love, in healing, in their ideal. So, for example, I forgive them. I forgive myself and I forgive them. Right? I trust that my boss is learning how to be a more abundant person in terms of what they give and what they receive. And I trust that that's happening now. I trust that them giving me this raise is part of their own activation, right? I trust that this person spoke to me the way that they did because they were unraveling some of their own trauma, and it had to sort of land somewhere. It was no reflection of what they think or feel about me. I know that this person loves me. I know, trust, and believe that this person is now desiring to hold their emotions in a different way. They are desiring to be even more loving. They're already loving. They desire to be even more loving, right? Because what I want you to notice when you say these things to yourself is how you start to feel within yourself. Okay, within yourself, how you start to feel within yourself. Because when you acknowledge and accept these things outside of yourself, you're also alchemizing what exists within emotionally. And you can only experience that which you are yourself. And so if you desire to also, again, not as a manipulation, right? Oh, you mean if I forgive this person, they're going to forgive me. So I'm going to, oh yeah, I forgive them. Oh my God, the most forgiving person on the planet, right? Right here. A 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, you forgive me. Thank you. Right. I'm not saying that doesn't work. What I'm saying is that is such a cheap shot to what existence and love and loving and beingness and love within yourself and self-love and power, full power, actually is and are. Right. And I'm going to assume that if you're my people, if you're here, if you love me, if you're supporting me, that you're not in it for the cheap shot. You're not in it for the $5,000 1 month, right? Oh, look, I made an extra, I made 10 G's this month. I made 20 G's this month. Oh, look, I got the phone call. I got the text. Oh, look, I got the one promotion of my life, right? I'm going to assume, oh, I got the apology. I'm going to assume that you are so much bigger than that. Okay. I'm going to assume that you are the kind of person that's like, listen, I am magic. I am pure love and I am pure magic. I am heaven on earth. Everything that I touch turns to gold. Of course, I get the raise because everyone sees me as worthy and deserving. And I don't only get a raise, and a promotion. I got a refund from something I wasn't expecting. I found $100, £100, €100 on the floor, right? I found this beautiful pair of diamond earrings outside. I instantly manifested a television in my house when I didn't have one before. Just appeared, right? I'm going to assume that you are the kind of person who says and is, everyone loves me. Everyone takes responsibility and accountability in my life. My friends, my clients, my colleagues, someone on the street, right, who bumps into me, every single person. I am treated with honor and respect and love and deep value everywhere that I go, right? Not just from one person. So I'm speaking to you with the assumption that you want so much more. And this is not the space for the cheap trick, the cheap thrill, right? Because that stuff represents a certain kind of consciousness that is ultimately lacking, okay? That is ultimately disempowered when actually what you really desire is fullness, to feel full and filled, satisfaction. Power, being pure magic, love itself in every form. So I really want to invite you into forgiveness. Forgiveness is a way that you can really start to quantum leap your own manifestations. It is a beautiful gift of liberation to self and other. And when you are very good at forgiving, and you are also the kind of person that has very strong and beautiful and invitational, which I teach, by the way, boundaries, what you'll find is that it is easy to forgive because you don't put yourself in harmful situations, right? People think forgiveness is like, oh, this person did a terrible thing to me, so now I'm going to allow them to keep doing it. Absolutely not, right? You remove yourself from those situations, you set boundaries, you create invitations in. And what you find is you're the kind of person who only has really healthy relationships anyways. And so this it's like a non-conversation, right? I have the most amazing relationships on the planet. And when I don't, well, guess what? They're not in my life anymore, right? People who want to be in my life, they show up, they communicate, they take responsibility. They also know and trust that I'm going to do the same thing, right? This is the life that I live. These are the people that are in my world. That just is and is. right? So anything other than that really does become, again, a non-conversation because it just doesn't even exist for you. Hi, thank you for the love, Abiathar. And also Kim says, has self-worth brought you to another level with your parents? Yes, it has. Self-worth. I thought you said self-love. Self-worth and self-love really has brought me to another level with everyone in my life, because what you see within yourself, you see within others. And so it has helped me value everyone in my life, including my parents, in a different way, right? In a different way. Because you cannot see in others what you do not see within yourself. So, my loves, so exciting having you here. It's Sunday. I'm gonna go meet a friend. We're gonna go out, be in nature, be in the park. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited. Got my goddess outfit on. I hope that you have a beautiful Sunday, and the only ways that you can work with me right now are one-on-one. And I also have some evergreen programs. If you just go to theawakenedaphrodite.com, you can look into them, manifest your soulmate, or I have a new hypnosis meditation coming out that I cannot speak the name of. I'm sure you can guess why. But if you want in on that, just send me a DM on Instagram saying I want it. Or you can email me at pamela@theawakenedaphrodite.com. So if you've tried DMing me and I haven't gotten back to you, you know how it is. Sometimes messages get stuck in the request. I don't actually see them. If you want to take one of my final one-on-one spots for the year, then send me a DM. Let's chat about it. And I'm so excited to meet you. And I hope that you have a beautiful day, whether it's day or night for you. When you're watching this, you know, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for watching.